1993 is the first overall draft pick that spring. Rookie Drew Bledsoe took over as the starting quarterback of a Patriots franchise that had won 14 games the previous 4 years. By 2001, 3 Pro Bowls and a Super Bowl appearance later, he had firmly entrenched himself, Bledsoe, as the leader of a revitalized franchise. What happened next changed the course of NFL history. Here's Rick Rowley.
Bledsoe. Oh my.
When you feel like you've given your blood and sweat and risked your life ultimately for a squad, you feel like you're owed something.
The crowd yelling Drew in appreciation of the toughness that year in and year out has been demonstrated by Drew Bledsoe.
Which turns out is not the case in professional sports, or really life, you know. It's a bitter pill.
Talk to me about your favorites.
The problem for Drew Bledsoe was Tom Brady.
You just want to throw so you can get on TV, huh?
He was a very disrespectful backup quarterback and didn't understand that when you come on the field, you're supposed to let the starter go back in here at some point. He really didn't get that part of it.
But you were the #1 pick.
Yeah.
And he was 6th round.
Yeah. I was certain I was going to get my job back. You know, there was no question. You know, I had just signed a long-term deal there. I was the franchise guy.
But after that hit, the franchise was down. Drew bled so much internally, he nearly died.
My brother jumped in the ambulance with me, and I couldn't give him anything for pain for various reasons, but he's watching as we're driving, and he's looking at me, and I just went lights out. Just passed out or whatever from lack of blood. So he, of course, freaked out and was like, hey, man, you guys better haul and get to the hospital because I think he's dying back here.
He survived, but his job as the Patriots starter didn't. Coach Bill Belichick told him he was being benched for Brady.
And I remember he came in and he said this look on his face like, oh boy, he went straight down to the wine room, came back up with a bottle of wine.
And that was the start of a beautiful relationship. 2 years later, Bledsoe became a winemaker, and not just any winemaker, one of the best in the country.
The good thing is that our valley here with the soil and the weather, it's growing really great stuff.
His 2007 doubleback Cabernet Sauvignon, grown in his hometown Walla Walla, Washington, was named one of the 100 best wines in America by Wine Spectator.
It tastes good too.
It tastes really good. Very sweet.
What did you think when you got a 95 from both Wine Spectator and Wine Enthusiast?
Honestly, I thought it was a little low.
I guess it makes perfect sense when you think about it. Football and wine have so much in common.
Oh, typical. Horrible hands. Horrible hands.
Spitting.
Watch out for the seeds. Don't hurt yourself.
Crushing. Airing it out.
Bledsoe, looking long, fires, incomplete.
Would this be good when you're watching football?
Absolutely. This is good. This is well, see, mine's all gone. This is good anytime.
Anytime.
Anytime. Breakfast, lunch.
Kids, Drew Bledsoe says drink wine with breakfast. And like he was in football, Bledsoe is as cocky as ever. Is this the next Napa?
No, we're better than that. And I think if you know, and I say that in jest. We're obviously jealous of Napa. They're the big brother, right? But we think that our wines have a different profile that are more restrained and have a little more elegance and balance.
Did you send Tom Brady any wine?
You know, I tried to send Tommy some wine, but at that point we couldn't ship it to Massachusetts, so I sent it to his old man to hold on to it for him, and it turns out his old man drank all the wine.
The problem was Massachusetts had a law against wine being shipped in from other states. But Bledsoe was so determined to send Brady his wine, he did something a little bit crazy.
I had to become a registered lobbyist in Massachusetts. We got the law changed, and January 1st we'll be able to start shipping wine out there.
Until then, he's pretty busy. He helps coach his 2 sons' high school football team in their home of Bend, Oregon.
Everybody's got 11 as Trojan sticks, Z-post.
Junior Stu Bledsoe is the starting strong safety. Sophomore John Bledsoe is the starting quarterback, wearing a very familiar number. Do you ever come upon someone who doesn't realize you played football?
Every once in a while. Like, oh yeah, you make double back. Yeah, that's cool. Good wine. Yeah. What'd you do before that? I was a jockey.
Drew, thank you. Congratulations.
Hey, thanks so much for coming up here to Walla Walla. Hey, you're going to see Tommy soon, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, will you do something for me? Will you deliver this to him? And when you do, I've got a message for him also.
What is it?
Hey, Brady, you owe me $89. Bledsoe.